Nia Jax just beat Bayley for the other women's belt. We had Morgan versus Ripley, and now we had Bayley versus Jax. So we had at least one title change hands, and I was a little surprised. Like, they'd really been pushing Bayley. I'm not a fan. She just comes off as very corny and like super safe and like right out from like the music. The first thing you hear is role model. It's like, I imagine her fans being like 5-year-olds whose parents like did a Google search of like, who is a role model? Okay, you root for this person. It's safe. Versus, for me, when I think of, being a WWE fan, I gravitate towards not safe. The Stone Colds, the DXs, I want, something a little less contrived than, the blatant role model, which is where you get a Nia Jax. All of a sudden, I'm gravitating towards the heel.
Yeah. Well, I guess there's a fan base for everybody. But, this was an interesting match. I learned a lot of things. It was like a California Clásico. We got San Diego versus San Jose. San D versus San Ho. Wow, I didn't know they were both California girls, but they were out there, and they put on a show. They put on a spectacle from a athleticism point of view. Just to have anybody, could be me, could be Diesel Tyme, it could be Raul watching this at home, anybody that goes up against Jax, on paper, it's not going to end well. And so it didn't end well for Bayley, if you see the match, right? But wow, just to have to see that, you would think no one would stand a chance against Jax, but it had to take what it took for the title to change hands. So it was a good match.
Yeah, very competitive. Yeah. And dude, she's going off the top ropes for a big girl. She does move, but I do feel when she's at her best is when they lean into the fact she'll just grab her and all of a sudden I'm twice your size. I'm gonna do whatever I feel with once I have a hand on you. It's no longer in your decision what happens to you. Throw you on the ground, shove my ass in your face. Literally just imposing her body onto Bayley, and that's the way they tell the story. These big powerful moves stem from her just kind of grabbing a hold of her and like a child.
Yeah, and you see it, and you see it in this match as well. You're okay, she just pushing her, shoving her aside with one hand, things like that.
You're annoying.
Yeah, exactly. Right. It's who you think should win on paper is who actually won the match, and I like that. I like to see it actually happen how it should happen, right? I know there's a story behind everything, right? And it could have, if you do watch the match, you know that it had to take a certain interference to happen, right? But
Tiffany ran in. It was a little unclear, how much of this is her, with her own agenda, trying to cash in the briefcase, and how much of it is a distraction. Because at the end, they're both, celebrating they're in cahoots.
Yeah.
But she was trying to cash in, supposedly.
Technically, I don't know if technically, right? I mean, the ref was running right behind her, but the fact that she got knocked out by an elbow. And then, so it was more a distraction. It was more like a distraction.
It could be just some sleight of hand.
But I was when they were side by side, racing each other's hands, whatever. I was thinking, here it comes. She's gonna catch it. Not exactly. Exactly. I thought that was gonna happen. So I mean, I guess moving forward, that's gonna be the thing. They're besties, but
you can't trust her.
You can't trust her
at any given moment. She
yes! Exactly, right. So I guess
briefcase.
We're gonna have to stay tuned to see what happens, from now on. But it was a good match.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Tiffany Stratton. Put in some life. I think she's a great heel. She's got some big athletic moves. She's got the muscles. She's got the attitude. She is the whole package. She just needs a little more development, which is why I like that they don't put the title on her. She's in these matches, challenging for the title or the number one contendership. Like, she's putting herself out there, or the company's putting her out there, but they're not quite forcing her into a position of responsibility like being a title holder, like from a business standpoint. You want someone like a Nia Jax who's a little more experienced to be this big challenge that she has to take on should she face, her friend, should she choose to cash in that briefcase. All right, the final matches are coming in. We're looking at the screen. Seth Rollins has some goofy referee outfit on, so we're gonna have to check out. But stay tuned. We're gonna review that match and all the rest coming up.
Yeah, goofy outfit in whatever match, but I guess this match too.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for our breakdown.
Yeah, let us know. Are you a fan of Seth Rollins' outfits?
Hey, maybe you are. Hey,
no judgment. No judgment.
Yeah,
We're literally asking. Let's